Hey everybody, it's Emily from Life So Savory, and today I'm doing a couple things. One, I'm doing some fun crafting, and two, I'm trying out a new software to see if it will help me do a screen share so that I can show you guys a little bit closer what I'm doing as we work with some vinyl projects. So I'm going to try to put some heat transfer vinyl onto my new laptop case. So I got a new computer and it came with this kind of cheap pleather case, but it fits my computer. So I thought for now, I might as well use it. And I was going to try to put Life So Savory on there. So I'm going to try to cut that and see if I can heat transfer without melting the fake leather. And then we're also going to be making these cute tumblers. And I'm going to show you how to do this layering of the vinyl. And also what's called an offset, where you take your original design and then make an outline around it. So those are the two things I'm going to be doing. Let me just go ahead and quickly do my shares here, and then we will get started. So let me see if I can do that. Let's see, maybe I need to refresh this here. So I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know if you caught yesterday, I was on live with Angela Wolf and a bunch of other fun, hi Phyllis, a bunch of other fun brother ambassadors as we were sharing some quick and easy Christmas ideas. And I shared my kid's wallet, which I think I took upstairs, so I don't even have to see it. So you have to go over to the Brother Sews page, or it's also in my group if you want to check it out there. You can find that. So that was fun. And okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to share now. And okay, so I think I've done that. Actually, let's share this to the group. Hi, Susan. I see you guys coming on. Thank you for sharing. I see a couple of you doing that. I really appreciate it. It helps more people to be able to see what we're doing. Hi, Tracy. Mine is not letting me share. I was just going to try to quick share it to the group because I know several people always go over there. So now, not only am I trying some new software, as I said, because I'm trying to be able to screen share for you guys, to make it easier to see as I show you these projects more in depth, but I'm also trying, I have a new computer. So a couple weeks ago, the screen started having all these weird green lines at the bottom of the screen. And then they, they were moving, and so you couldn't really see. So you could tell the screen was going out. So I was able to restart it, and it miraculously revived itself, but then it started doing it a couple more times. So I got really nervous that I was going to be left completely without a computer. And so I Merry Christmas myself with a new computer, and it's smaller, which is kind of nice because just for traveling or working in the car, things like that while my husband is driving. It's great, but so I'm navigating that. So we have both new computer software. I won't be using this software every week, but I want to show a couple different cameras, and I also want to screen share. So those of you just joining, we are doing a couple of projects. We're going to make vinyl tumblers with permanent adhesive vinyl, and I'm going to show you how to create the different layers like this one. This is my kids' school logo. So I'm doing this for teacher gifts, and then we're putting gift cards inside because who doesn't love a gift card? And then the other thing I'm going to do is I have this cheap laptop cover, which came with my new laptop, and I will eventually make myself a cute one. But until then, I thought I would try to put my logo on here with glitter vinyl. Okay, so those are the two things we're going to try and do. And the first thing I want to do is just show you a quick little tutorial on how to offset the lines on here. And then we will cut some of these designs and go from there. So before we do that, let's quick talk about vinyl cutting. So the first thing you need is a cutting machine. You can use Cricut, you can use Silhouette, you can use a Scan and Cut. I think those are the big three. If you have a different brand, let me know. But all of these will work. This tutorial will work with all of those brands, and SVG files, which we'll talk about, work with all those brands. So I'm using the Scan and Cut, but you absolutely can use whatever you have and use the same tutorial. So things you'll need today are transfer tape, this is from transferring the vinyl design from where you cut it to your mug or whatever you're putting it on. And you'll need vinyl. You'll need a cutting mat, which I have. Okay, cutting mat, vinyl. So I have some pre-cut backgrounds, and then we are going to cut the foreground. A little scraper tool is helpful. A roller for putting your vinyl on is helpful. And then your picking tools and scrapers are always helpful too. So those are kind of, oh, and scissors. So those are kind of the essentials when you're talking about vinyl and working with vinyl and doing projects. So we're going to use two kinds today, sticky vinyl and heat transfer vinyl, and hopefully we have some success with both of those, but who knows. Okay, so I'm going to try to get real fancy here and do a screen share to show you in Canvas Workspace, which is a free program that works with the Scan and Cut to cut vinyl and set your designs. So each cutting machine has their own software, but they all have a lot of the same features. So you can transfer what I'm talking about over to any kind of software that you may have as well. So let's do a screen share here and go in here. All right, so this is my Canvas Workspace, and I have the desktop version, which means I've downloaded it to my computer and I'm able to do it without internet at all. So this is the design that I just opened, and it was saved on my computer, but you can open a new file by File, Open, select where you have your file, and then open it. So the same thing you can see here. So you can see over here in layers, if we click layers, that we have all of our different shapes, and this design is in 4 different shapes. So the first thing I want to do is group it. So I'm going to highlight it all and then layer and go to group to make it one large design. That will just make it easier to work with. So the other thing we want to do is you can go over here. Oops, I want to go up here to my edit and select it. And you can merge things here, but what I want is called offset. And this is something, offset lines is something that all your cutting programs should have. So you can just do a quick Google if you know the wording, which is offset your lines, to find out where that button is in your cutting software. And once I hit the offset line, we have some options. So this can make it bigger. This will make it outward or inward. We can have different corner types, round or beveled. We want round. And then we can either delete the inside line after we do it, or set it to a drawing line, or leave as is. But we want both the inside line and the outside line. And then we're going to try to create it only around the outer edge. But because I have some different pieces, that doesn't always work with this design. But let's see what happens when we click this. No, it didn't like that. Oh, maybe it's not all grouped together. Let's try it. So sometimes I do have, I don't know, issues with groupings, or the selected objects includes self-intersecting lines. What does that even mean? I just did this yesterday, and of course it worked fine, and then now it's not going to work for me. And I can't see your comments at the moment, so just hang on to those as I'm doing this, and we'll see. Oh my goodness, why is that not working? So let me try opening a new file and see what we've got. Let's not save that because you're being a pain. All right, so here's a whole bunch of logos you can see. And, whoops, we already grabbed those. So I simply want to work with one logo. So I'm going to try to delete all the others. I thought I had this all organized for you guys to show. All right, now the one thing you do want to check is here you can see that even though it looks like one, there are multiple layers. So I have to sometimes go through my design. I don't know why this one got multi-layer, but it did. So we're just going to delete all those extra layers. We don't need all of those. And I guess I'll try doing it not grouped and see if that is better. Who knows? So let's try offset. You guys, this is so weird. My whole tutorial was going to be about offset lines, and it's not letting me. But I totally just did this. Oh, there it goes. Yay. Okay. Goodness, who knows what I did. All right, so you could see now we have the offset lines, and we could make it bigger if we wanted, but I don't want it bigger. So what I want to do is I want to go over here to the layers, and I want to turn off all the layers for the main design, because now we see we have this, and I don't want to cut all those pieces. I just want one large design. So I'm going to select all of them and then go over here and hit the weld, which puts it and creates just one image. And then we can go back and turn these layers on and check that it's what we want, which it is, okay? And so then you would select, copy, and paste to create multiples of these and arrange it all on your paper. I filled my whole paper, and we had that. And then once you have it, I can just send this electronically. So I'd go over here, export, transfer via the internet, and then I have it. So I already have it brought up on my machine. So we'll do that, but let's check back in. Okay. So you guys are still all with me, which is great. So anyway, you can see that barring the issues that I was having, that is how you create offset lines to any image that you're working with, okay? So that's great. And then when you cut it, first you have the backing, and then we're gonna go ahead right now and try and cut the front part, and then I'll show you how to apply that vinyl, okay? So let me switch over, trying to get fancy here, to my other camera here so that you can see my setup, all right? So we have a number of things going, but what we want to look at first of all is the vinyl and the machine. So let's move, this is our next little project. But so on my home screen, I'm going to retrieve that data that we just sent over to the computer. And what I sent is just the top layer, the Eagle file. So I didn't do the offset lines. I just did the main one. So now we have that brought up on the screen, and we're going to load our vinyl. So I'll take off the protective sheet off my vinyl. And I'm using a low tack sheet, but you can use whatever works for you. I like using the low tack with the vinyl because otherwise that paper, especially with sticky vinyl, the paper backing gets ripped off sometimes with the higher tack. Now when I'm using heat transfer, because we don't have a paper backing, I will often use my standard mat, okay? So we've loaded the vinyl, And with sticky vinyl, you want the color side up. So if you're using heat transfer vinyl, we usually put the reverse down, but with this one, we have the sticky side up. Make sure it's firmly stuck. And once our design is okay, we're going to select. We're going to hit cut. And the one thing I want to make sure with vinyl is that we have the half cut on, because we want it not to cut through the paper backing. We just want to cut through the top layer. And we're going to hit cut. Oops. Okay, so while that's doing that, we're going to talk about what you do with the designs after they come off. So here is that background, okay, the offset line that looks kind of like a blob. And then here are some pieces which, once I weed them, will be the rest of the design, and we can layer it so that they look like this, okay? We're creating the 2-layer design to put on the mug. So let's take our little picking tool and grab a hold of the edge of the vinyl and pull it out. So if it's cut correctly, it should just really pull right out, and then any inside pieces you need to pick out, and then just like that, super easy, you have the design ready to go. Okay, so let me do both of these here. And all I simply did to get these little pieces was, when it came off the cutting mat, is I just cut the designs into squares so that I was working with these smaller shapes rather than the larger shapes. So I can reuse these pieces of transfer tape many times when you're doing a project where you're making multiples. So you can go ahead and cut yourself a piece of transfer tape. And you usually want to make sure it's a little bit bigger than the project that you're working on. And the great thing is it comes in big rolls, so you don't have to be stingy with it. And like I said, you can actually reuse it as well if you don't get it dirty and yucky. So what we'll first do is you'll take the top layer of your vinyl, which for me is the eagle, and put your transfer tape over it. And then you'll take your, either a credit card, your finger, or if you have a little device like this, and rub it. And what we want to do is pull up the design onto the transfer tape. Okay, so on the front, it's forward. On the back side, it's backwards. And then you'll take your blob, which is your offset lines, and eye up where the design placement goes. And then again, rub it. And what we want now is, when we peel it up, we want both layers of the design to come off with it. So before we do that, we need to grab a couple of mugs. So these are tall, thin tumblers I got off of Amazon. I actually got them on a Prime Day deal, which was great. But if you are looking for these, they're really cool. I like how sleek they are. The white is really fun for putting designs on. And I did put the link to this product on Amazon in the description of this video if you want to check it out. So you can go ahead and do that. Okay. So then you take your vinyl, and now we hope that when we peel it off, that both layers of the vinyl come with it. Okay, and then, I don't know what it's catching on back there. And so you can see on the back, it's just the red, and on the front, we see both layers. So I like to lay what I'm doing down, and this is round, so it's a little bit trickier, but essentially, I'm just eyeing this up. You could mark and measure, but I didn't with any of them. And the round shape is a little bit tricky for your design, because you do want to make sure you don't get any bubbles, but I usually just stick the center and then roll the sides over. A circle, like a Christmas ornament or something like that, is a lot trickier, because you not only have the round side to side, but you also have the round up and down. So This one wasn't so bad as I've been doing these. Okay, 3 kids in school and a husband who's the principal. We are making and giving a lot of school gifts. Okay, many, many, many. I think I'm working on 22 mugs plus gift cards and treats for the teachers. And then after I peeled it up, I'm just, if I see any bubbles or things like that, I'm using my finger. And there we go. We have a really fun finished design that stands out on the white tumbler. So I'm going to do one more. I have these stuck here that I stuck on yesterday. We'll do one more of these, and then I'll show you the opposite, which we just cut. I guess I'm throwing my trash on the ground. All right. Oh, Chile, Wisconsin. I hope that's not the name of your town, Rhonda. I hope that's just that it's cold. It's been pretty chilly here in Colorado as well. And if one part of it doesn't lift up, then I usually try a different corner. But once you get it started, it's easy to come. And I should show you, just pause 1 second. So one of my sons, for their class, they do a ticket market at the end of the quarter, which is essentially, it's like not recognizing me here in the light. They sell things to each other and they use the tickets that they've earned in their class. And my kids have been in school this fall. So he made ornaments. So this is just an acrylic circle. And we put the school logo on it. Didn't that turn out nice? And he did all this work. And then these keychains also with the school logo. And the keychain kit came with these little tassels. So he did this. I cut it on the machine, but he did all the picking and the applying. And he did a great job with that. So that was a super fun. So it can be a kid project too, as you're working on it. All right, so let me peel this off. Thanks, Diane. Yes, I do. I have used a Cricut, but I am currently using this Brothers Scan and Cut and loving it. I mean, I think they appear to do almost all the same things. And actually, Brother just came out with a new machine that is specifically designed for cutting fabric. So similar to the Cricut Maker. And then also, if you don't have that, which I don't, I just have the regular one, you can get the fabric mats. So they just created the vinyl, this one over the back. They just created mats that are super sticky, specifically for sticking flannel or fabric on there. So that's fun. Okay, so we're gonna grab this design now and pick this one. And if part of it doesn't come up, then you can just put it down and try again. Okay, and so once we have, now I'll show you the reverse design. So we had the goldish tan on the red, and now we're doing red on the goldish tan. So I'll take my transfer tape again and rub it on the top layer of the design, peel it off, and then we're going to take the bottom layer of the design and I don't know which one I liked but best. I think both of them are fun ways to do it. Okay, so there is, so you can see we have the red and the gold on top, and then this one is the opposite. So let's check out both versions and see which one we like. Again, I'm sticking from the middle and working my way out to the edges. And then this is getting kind of done with the sticky, so I'm going to dump that. And what do we think? So you can see that we've got two different versions. I like them both, but I don't know if I have a preference. Do you have a preference with the light background or the dark background? But I think they look great both ways, and it's fun to have a little variety. So I will be finishing up making 20 or so of these today probably and tomorrow, because then I got to get these to school so that the kids can hand them out. And then, but this would make a fun gift even for if your teachers are remote, because I'm sure they're still drinking lots of coffee as they're remote. And I think I always like to give a tumbler rather than a mug, because I think you get lots of mugs. And I think personalized is even more special than just giving something, because especially if you can do a school logo, super fun. Okay, so that is the first vinyl project that I wanted to show you with the sticky vinyl. So let's take a look. Let me clear things off here. Take a look at vinyl project number 2, which is with heat transfer vinyl. And I want to put heat transfer vinyl on this laptop cover. So this just came with my new computer. And like I said, I always still stick a gift card in the mug. I'm not just going to give, usually I don't just give a mug, because especially to my kids' classroom teachers that spend hours and hours and hours with them, I know that being able to have a special dinner out or money at Target or Amazon is also super helpful for teachers. So I usually put the gift card in the tumbler and then give them both as a gift. So that's kind of what I like to do. So, all right, so we have this cheap, I think it's cheap, laptop cover that came with my new laptop. I want to try to cut some heat transfer vinyl, which I have this glittery heat transfer vinyl. And so I'm going to upgrade to the standard tack mat, which is stickier, because this one doesn't have any paper on it. Okay, so we have the heat transfer on one side and we have the clear backing on the other, which we use for the transfer. So we're going to stick that on the top of the mat. And because it's plastic sticking on there, it can be really sticky and it's not going to rip it. Whereas if we have the paper backing on the sticky vinyl and you put it on a sticky mat when you go to peel it off, which I just did recently, it makes a huge mess because it's sticky on sticky. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you is these tumblers came with a reusable straw and a little straw cleaner. So I am sticking these in the gift bags here, I'll show you one made up. I got these really easy little bags at Walmart. I think they might have been 10 cents. And then I'm putting one piece of tissue, and inside is the mug with the gift card in it and the straw and the cleaner. And so we have a cute, and you can write names on them if you want, but cute and easy to complete the gift. Okay, so that is what we're doing there. And so now we're going to import my design into the computer. And so we're going to switch over again to the screen share. And let me show you here. Okay, so we are going to open, think about I think I put it in here. Okay, so this is an SVG, which is the easiest type of file to open with your cutting software. All your cutting software, it's really the best type of file. So when you see someone talking about free SVGs, those are cutting files. I don't want to save that. Okay, so there is my logo, and we're going to move it up here. And so I think I just want to cut it all one color. But because of how this little piece of vinyl is, the scrap that I'm using, we're going to do a little bit of manipulation. So the one thing about heat transfer is you always, always, always have to remember to reverse the image. So select the whole thing, go to your edit, and then flip it so it's backwards, because after we cut it, we'll be flipping it over to apply. And then because of how I stuck my vinyl on, I'm actually going to turn this upside down. Okay, and move it over. And let's see if I have to resize this at all. 1, 2, 3, 4 inches, 4 inches, and 8 inches. So the grids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The grid lines really help you to, you know, determine sizing and layout. You can also, on the scan and cut, you can scan your material first to see the layout of where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just over 8, which is handy too. I often just manipulate it here on my computer, and I don't often scan it, but that is one of the advantages of the scan and cut, is you can scan your vinyl to see where it is, and then put the placement on top of it and arrange it there. So this is how I want it. It looks like it's a good size. So we're going to go ahead, final, transport. So things I've hidden, that's fine. Transfer via the internet. So I don't even need a cable or anything like that when I'm doing my sharing. Okay, so let's bring this. I don't know if we can get this close enough really that you can see here. I actually just ordered an extension for this USB cord for my, we're going back to the home screen. My webcam cord is super short, so it's hard for me to do this. All right, so we want to retrieve the data that we just sent. We're going to do it via Wi-Fi, and then we can see here that my design opens up as we want. We're going to hit OK. Please select cut. We're going to keep all the same cuttings because we were cutting vinyl. This glitter vinyl is a lot thicker, but the great thing about this machine is it will determine the thickness. Okay, so it will do that for me, and it will get it all set up there. So it's measuring the mat, it measures the depth of the vinyl, and then it goes ahead and cuts that as it goes. So super cool, right? Nice and easy. All right, so we are going to let this cut. It just has 1 more minute. I am going to plug in my iron to see. I'm a little bit worried about melting this, but I don't know if any of you have. I looked up ironing on like fake leather, and it appeared that I can do it. I just don't want to leave the iron on for too long. So I don't know if any of you have any tips for me for that, but we're going to try to iron. And I thought maybe parchment paper over where my iron would be helpful. So I have some parchment paper. I just plugged my iron in. I'll bring it up here in a minute when this is finished cutting. But so it's cutting my design, and then we'll pick it out and hopefully be able to iron it right on the back of this laptop cover. Is anyone else making any really fun homemade gifts for Christmas, even if you're going to mail them? I'm also making something that I love, and I just mailed one actually today to my niece. For her birthday / Christmas. But I can't tell you what it is, but I don't know if any of my other family members are watching, and other people are getting the same gift. So I'm not going to share about it. The lighting is, I'm sorry, really weird in here today. Okay, so here is it cut it. Now let's weed it out to reveal the design. And this is my first time actually cutting my new logo. So if you followed me for a while, you know that I think this summer I got a new design on my website and it came with a new logo. So that was fun. And glitter vinyl is definitely interesting. I don't know if that needle that is stuck through the O is going to come out very well. I might end up not putting that part of the logo, but we'll see. Oh, aprons, that's always a fun gift. I like getting aprons. I've also, as we're just talking about ideas here, I've also cut vinyl like this and put it on the outsides of candles because one thing I love, like, oh no, look at my little L didn't get cut. We'll just have to cut one, cut a little bit. I didn't quite, I guess, okay, I'm just gonna stick that right there. Well, I guess I need a little thicker. What was I saying? Oh, vinyl added onto candles is also a really cute homemade gift. Give money gifts, money cards. That is a great idea. So I love having a personal touch. Yes, Barbara, it does make sense with the small iron. I'll show you what I have. It's not a huge iron, but it's not super tiny either. So hopefully it will work. I've also done, I've made like gift card or gift tags. So even if the gift is totally store-bought, the tag is a little homemade thing because it just also makes me think like, oh, I'm giving a little personalized touch, even if the rest of the gift is totally from the store. But except if you're giving gift cards, it is also fun to add that personal touch with the homemade holder. Yes, so you can use sticky vinyl on candles, and so remove the label on the candle. I think that looks good. So we just have to fix this L. This is for me. If I was giving it to someone else, I would fix that, but it's for me. So I'm going to pretend that it's fine. Oh, the eye of the needle. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice. Very delicate. Sorry, my phone is dinging. All right, so now I'm going to position this. Push this down so you guys can see. So I'm positioning this. I'm going to just use this as my ironing pad because I don't think it's going to iron through. Put the rest of the L back on there. You're never going to be able to see this. An expression my mom used a lot, used when we were growing up, which I find myself saying is, never going to see, won't see it on a trotting horse or something like that. So I always think about that. No one else is going to notice this. All right, and then I'm going to put some extra protection for my case. And grab my little, it's not a teeny iron, but it is not huge. And see if we can melt this without melting the leather. Who knows? It is always interesting around here. So yeah, so as far as the candles, I cut out like a saying, or I think I had a like a poem about friendship, and then I added that. Something smells a little bit burning. I added that with the sticky vinyl onto the candle, and I felt like that was such a nice personalized gift at all as well. And who doesn't like a candle? And then you burn it up and you get rid of it, and it's not, you know, something extra you have to store around your house forever. So I like those kind of gifts that you can give and people can use, and then they can be done with. So let's see how this turns out. So I do love personalizing things as well. So this is just, again, the case that came with my computer. And I'm trying to personalize it. At some point, I probably will sew myself a new laptop case. But for now, okay, so it's on there. But will it peel off and will it stay is the question. So it stayed for now. Ta-da! I think it looks great. I probably should have centered it a little bit better. Maybe a little bit higher, but I think that's cool. So I'm gonna just press it one more time without the plastic, which will, I know, Lois, it's not funny. So I always think about that. And I'm trying to think about the exact wording, but she used to always say something about, "I won't see it on a trotting horse," which no one rides a trotting horse. But when I am tempted to worry about being a perfectionist, which I'm totally not, but there are times when I am, you think about, you're never going to actually really see it. So, because I totally fixed the L. You can't even tell that I didn't cut that, can you? Perfect. So now I could take this and slide my new computer right in it. Ooh, it's toasty warm inside, but nothing seems to be really melted. Maybe a little bit on this outside, but totally not bad. So there's another idea for personalization. Take something store-bought and add a cute little design to it to personalize it and make it special, even if you don't have time to make everything from scratch. So that's my inspiration for you today, to make maybe some tumblers. You could put your family name on them and give them for family gifts, or you know, a saying about friendship or whatever it is. And so this is permanent adhesive vinyl, which you can find at craft stores or online. It's just can't be dishwashed, but these cups can't go in the dishwasher anyway. So, but it can be washed, it can be submerged. It can be just fine. So usually they say it needs to cure for about a week. So you want to give it about a week before you get it wet. But otherwise it will stay for many years to come. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my show today. Just a couple of fun little projects. I will be off probably the rest of December, because my kids are off school. We're celebrating Christmas. We're taking a road trip and seeing some of my siblings, things like that. But I will be back the first week in January with another fun sewing tutorial. And I'm excited to be back in January. So 2021, it's got to be a good year, right? And we can all look forward to that. Lois, yes, you need to put an L on yours. Anne is making throw pillows. Super fun. So many fun ideas. Thank you guys for sharing and joining with me today. And I will see you next year. How crazy is that? See you guys later. Thanks for joining me.